Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Before I hop into the video, I want to send you guys a happy Father's Day. If you're lucky and blessed enough to have your father still in your life and your presence, and he's very respectful and loving towards you, make sure you show your appreciation towards him on this day, or you show your appreciation towards him every day, and you respect and love him, especially if that's what he shows towards you. You definitely have to show that back. He sacrifices every day for you. So make sure you really, really do appreciate that and you don't take that for granted. For the ones that do not have a father on this Father's Day, I send prayers, I send condolences out to your father, but also your situation. We all have been dealt just like different situations in life, and we question every day, like, why are we put through this? And it sucks. It really does suck that we have to lose someone in the process, but it makes us stronger mentally. It makes us stronger as an individual and just gives us more motivation to try to stay healthy every day, take care of ourselves, and be respectful towards everyone that shows respect to us. So I just wanted to say that happy Father's Day, and I know we've all been through difficult shit, but you got this, and I'm here for you. So anyway, transition, interesting transition now, like the emotions, but we're real around here. So Isaiah Hartenstein, we're talking about in today's video. We know Isaiah Hartenstein is set to hit a free agency. He just had a career year. He was actually one of the top shot blockers in the league when it came to the regular season. He was up and down when it came to the playoffs, but we see how special he is when it comes to this offense, giving guys easier shots in the interior, kick out, if it's easier shots off of offensive rebounds, within the pick and roll, flashing in the middle, finding guys cutting, he's a very special passer of the ball. Even though he doesn't have big time assist, when he gets opportunities with the basketball, you see his ability to facilitate and open things up. He has the floater, he has the hook shot, he plays with a big time level of physicality. So this is a big time offseason. He was one of the best leaders. Like, he was playing through injuries. He was one of the toughest guys out there. He set hard screens and he didn't back down even when he was getting cooked. Like, he's a guy that's not afraid to get dunked on, and I really respect players like that have that type of mentality. Short-term memory, I'm still going at you type of thing. So right away, like, it's a combination of, should the Knicks re-sign Isaiah Hartenstein, and will Isaiah Hartenstein re-sign with the Knicks? First off, I want to say, I really do believe Isaiah Hartenstein is going to re-sign with the Knicks. And I know he has a chance to go to the Thunder and get more money. And the Thunder are a successful team as well. They could switch Jalen Williams over to the 3. They have Chet at the 4. And then they'll add Isaiah Hartenstein at the 5, because one of their biggest mistakes was not adding a big at the deadline. All they did was get more of a veteran of Biyombo, who wasn't really getting playing time. And obviously they got Gordon Hayward, but he's not a center. So they didn't really find that answer there at the center position. And they would be adding a more physical body. And I know as of right now, we could offer him up to $72 million, and it's starting at $16 million, because we have his early bird rights. That's what we have as of right now. And again, he could be committing up to $80 to $100 million, but maybe from other teams. But I do think with the Knicks, he's going to look at it differently. And I think it's more than basketball as well. I don't know if you saw on Instagram, he recently had a child, so a move is big time. And I know the child's not in school, but I don't know what their mindset is when it comes to like having a baby. Obviously, I don't know him individually, but if you take a look at his Instagram, he has the hashtag FOE or FO, however you want to say it, that represents family over everything. So I really do think he is loyal. You look at the passion in the locker room, how loyal he is to the guys in the locker room. I really believe that is a real thing. He wasn't a top 5 draft pick as well. He's not like this spoiled player. That he wasn't spoiled entering the NBA. Like, he has worked for everything. He was in the G League. I believe he was G League Finals MVP or G League MVP as well. When he was with the Clippers, when he had that career year before entering free agency and we signed him, he actually wanted to return to the Clippers, take a cheaper deal. And they decided to sign John Wall. So I really do believe that loyalty is there. He understands the philosophy of Tibbs, like what he expects out of guys, a full year of starting. Like, he may even be better next season. He's not crazy old. He's 26 years old, and he's our best center option this off season. So Mitchell Robinson currently on the team, I love him, but he can't consistently stay healthy. And I really do believe he is a better versatile defender, but Hartenstein brings us more offensively. He's like, they're both good leaders, like in their own ways, lead by example, vocal leaders. But as of right now, you trust Isaiah Hartenstein more to stay available. Sims isn't good. As all respect to Sims, he was a 58th overall pick anyway. And then you look at Nicholas Claxton, he's not coming here. This is the Knicks all the time. He plays for the Nets. Jonas Valanciunas, He's a good offensive center, underrated defensively, but he's getting older. Do you want to give him that type of money as of right now? So we have to hope Isaiah Hartenstein's loyal. Like, he's a big time part of this team. Like, I can consistently rely on him to be available out there on the floor. I do think he was backpedaling a lot in that Pacers series, and I was disappointed in him. He had 0 points, literally in Game 7, only a couple shot attempts. I also do think, though, the offense, like, we do need to get a backup guard. There should be some rotations of getting Hartenstein easier shots sometimes, because I feel like Brunson is a good facilitator, but he's not a true pass first. I'm not saying you need that in today's NBA, but maybe to switch things up and give Hartenstein more shots within the offense at times, because sometimes I feel he's frozen out of the offense. But I know he did have the Achilles soreness, not trying to make an excuse. You could say he should have played better, but he won us games with snagging offensive rebounds. This dude's energy is absolutely insane off of putbacks. Just finding him in the middle when he's cutting. He throws it down with so much authority. Like, this dude plays with so much electricity. You saw what he was able to do, like, versus Denver, versus Minnesota. Like, he's shown that he could play in big games. He could have big-time block shots on a Rudy Gobert. Like, he's a fearless individual. So when you talk about, like, what he could do passing the rock, finding guys cutting, a Dante, a Hart, like, he has such great chemistry finding guys in the right spot. He's a decent free throw shooter for his size, not fantastic. He has the float game. Do you want to see him maybe take a mid-range game or have a mid-range game if we go on to sign him? Do you want to see a little more versatility? We'll see. Like, you could say there was going to be more versatility if we were healthy with Randall, and you could say maybe the Pacers series would have been a little different. Even though Randall's not a fantastic defender, he is a physical body, and we saw how big time that was versus the Cavs when he was healthy until he got hurt in the elimination game in that series. But I think it's just so crucial that the Knicks re-sign Isaiah Hartenstein. They have to. There's no better option. Like, yes, we could draft a center, but I don't think Tibbs' mindset is, I could just start a center like that. And yes, he's going to have some big-time pop plays. And I know what we saw with Derek Lively, but that's not going to happen all the time. And just realistically, are we going to be like, Tibbs is going to have a starting center, and he's going to be like, all right, playoff time, I still trust this guy to not make rookie mistakes, like stay on the floor type of thing. We see Karl-Anthony Towns, he's years into his career, gets into foul trouble a lot. So from a discipline standpoint, will he have the patience? I'm not sure. I think he's going to go with more of a for sure thing, and Isaiah Hartenstein has proven himself. And I do think he struggled versus Embiid, but maybe we sign another defender, draft a defender to cover some things up defensively in certain rotations. Again, having a physical body of Randall back. But he did have a damn near triple-double in a win versus Indiana in Game 4, I believe, or Game 5, because they won both games at home. Then the Indiana Pacers, and then we won both games at home when it came to Game 1 and Game 2. He tied Charles Oakley's record for 12 offensive rebounds in a playoff game. Like, he plays his ass off, and he really deserves a contract. I know it's just the market. I know it seems crazy, like proving himself for 1 year in this role. But, like, he deserves that type of money. It's just what the market is. And when you take a look at Isaiah Hartenstein's stats as a center, I know they're not really sexy, but 8.7 points, 9.4 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.3 blocks, and he's underrated clogging the lanes as well. He's not just a shot blocker. He does a good job roaming around defensively, and 8.7 points for a very reliant iso ball offense. I know, well, like after when Randall got hurt, it wasn't as heavy reliant, but when you see there's not consistent ball movement sometimes, and it is a lot of iso ball, for him to average 8.7 points and like pretty much 10 points because of the 3.1 assists, setting guys up and getting these second chance opportunities. Like, it's more than the scoring. He gets these second chance opportunities for us. So I think the Knicks should bring him back, and I think he will be back. He'll take the less money. Let me know down below your thoughts. Peace out, y'all.